Hi everybody, I'm just about to start on Facebook. Here we go. In There's countdown. 2, 1. Hi Facebook, I'm so excited to be with you this evening. It's just after Christmas and a lot of the holidays are over. We've still got New Year's coming up and some other wonderful things coming up in the new year for everybody. So I'm waiting for a few minutes for everybody to get online. I do have a couple of informations because I do have several people that join or actually see it later on. They'll post their questions right beforehand and then they'll join me later on. So I do have a New Year, New You group reading coming up in January 26th here at my house in Sugar Land, Texas. Right now the tickets are discounted. They're half price. So if you have anybody who you want to bring, that'd be really great. It's 2 for 1 right now. As of January 1, it'll go up to the regular $50 per person. I do also have a special newsletter that I'm working on, not only the regular newsletter for January, but this is a special one for 2019 that's got some amazing dates, some amazing information that's coming at us. Coming in the new year and what's about to change and happen and some of the fixes that you can do and things to be aware of. I always try to look on the positive side of things, so it's more not necessarily, oh my gosh, this is horrible, but oh my gosh, what can I fix or change to make this a little bit easier? As we have a couple of people jumping on, hi Miss Kaylee. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them and I will get to them as soon as I can. I do have a Psychic 101 starting. I've got 2 of them starting in January. The first one is a weeknight class, and that is Monday and Wednesday, starting on the 14th. And it's Monday and Wednesday for 3 weeks. And then I've got a weekend class that's starting on the 19th, and that'll be the 19th and then February 2nd. And then in the middle of all that, I've got the New Year reading, which is January 26th. If you have any questions on anything, you can go to my website at oneinspiringwoman.com, or you can go to Facebook. Everything is posted on Facebook. And then also on my YouTube channel, there's some new videos that are ready to be posted. And I was going to do some this last week, but I got totally sick for Christmas and just was not healthy. I'm still kind of getting over things. Even though I saw my first client back today, I've got several clients tomorrow and then several on Saturday. So I'm kind of getting back in the rhythm of feeling a little better. So let's see. I will continue the Thursday Night Live through 2019. I know I will take a couple of weeks off on vacation just because everybody gets vacation from time to time. But I do have some new announcements that I will be making next week, which is our Thursday night will be January 3rd, 2019. So it's a 3-year, so that's some changes coming for people, some new alignments coming into play, and some new energies coming at us. So let's see what else we've got going on. Let's see. To keep in touch with me, it's either Facebook, my website, or YouTube. Everything is posted on all 3. Sometimes my website lags a little bit by a day or so because I have to put that all on there. It takes a little bit of time. I'm a one-woman office, and so everything is done by me. If anything is done, it's done by me, and if I make a mistake, it's me, so I can only yell at myself, so that's no much fun. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them, or if you want to wait until a little bit later on, you can. Like I said, I've got I'm working on 2 newsletters concurrently. I've got the one for January 2019, and then I've got one coming for 2019, the whole year. It's not going to be as detailed. It's not going to be a day-by-day reading, but it will have a lot of things that are going to be changing. There's a eclipse coming in January, I want to say the 21st, and it's going to be a major eclipse. It will not be as hefty as we went through with the winter solstice and then the full moon and the meteor shower at the same time. It will be very nice. It will be very lovely and bringing in some new energy. For some people, it was a really nice change of energy, and some of us, it really kicked us in the bootah. Trying to keep my throat a little bit moist. It's one of those, it's been a crazy day. So I don't know why I'm not seeing any postings. So let's see. I should be seeing postings by now. So If y'all have any questions, join in. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing any postings, and that's kind of driving me a little crazy. Because normally by now I'm seeing y'all say hi to me and interacting, so I'm not sure why it's not. And I can't spell today. Yeah. I've got Kaylee that joined. There we go. Okay, Katie Lynn, what will 2019? Katie, I only allow one question, so is it, do you want to know more about your love life or your career or your life, career, or love? Which one are you going to choose? Let me know. Hello, Miss Cinnamon. I'm glad you came to join me. I'm going to grab really quick, 1 second, I'm going to grab a deck of angel cards really quickly. And I know I'm running across the room. Let me see how fast I can pull up the deck of cards. Okay. I was going to grab my set for the living room, but it is in the process of working. So, okay. It took my phone a bit to catch up. Okay, so Katie, do you want, be more clear on your question is what I'm asking. So do you want to know about your life in 2019, your career in 2019, or your love life in 2019? Pick one of them. It'll make it a little bit easier. Career, okay. What I get for you is the card retreat. So that means that probably stay where you're at, not surging forward. And I kind of feel like that's really more for the majority of 2019, not all of 2019. I'm going to tell you that 2019, for some is going to be a really easy, nice year. For others, it's not going to be as easy. And I kind of feel like 2019 is not going to be as an easy year for you. And so I would say retreat is kind of enjoy what's going on. I do feel like you really want to move your career forward, and this may not be the year to do that. The only time this year that I would say that it would be a really good time to do that is after September or October timeframe, the very end of next year. So, sorry, you're going to have a hard one. It's one of those, but you can also change your reaction to things, change how things happen. When you start getting overwhelmed, take a step back, take a breather, and make it a little bit easier on yourself so you're not overwhelmed, because you are, Katie, you are hard on yourself. No one else beats you up as much as you beat up yourself. So be very cautious and very kind to yourself. So just know that that's the energy coming at you. If y'all got any other questions, let me know. Glenda wants to know financially for you. Glenda, okay, financially for 2019 is emerging. This is a year that you're going to have a lot of abundance coming at you. I also feel like almost like going to a Chinese buffet where you've got so many different ideas coming at you and things that will make you financially more stable than you've been in the past. So make sure that you kind of look at everything, almost like a Chinese buffet. Look at everything, kind of walk around, kind of feel each option, and then make your decision. Don't just go, oh, I feel like this is the best one I've got right now. Go, 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 go. Because there are a lot of options on the table. And if you choose the first one, the second one may be what you really wanted. So just make sure that you're open to that energy and information. So it makes it a lot easier. So we've got, okay, here we go. Cinnamon Schultz. Okay, so Cinnamon wants to know about the man coming in her life in 2019. I get the card dreams. So what it's saying is really think about what your dream guy is like, what energy he's going to come at you with, everything about him. I mean, I wouldn't say he has to be like 6'2" and weighs 200 and something pounds or whatever else, but think of the energy that he's going to bring at you. What energy is he bringing to you and your family? What changes are he going to bring into you, and how is this going to change your life? So really think about it. Glenda, you're so very welcome. Let's see, I've got one from Sherry. What does 2019 look like for me? Y'all should be coming to my group reading. You will have so much fun, I guarantee you. I have people that come just in January. It's a really fun time. I do, for 1 hour, I do my card reading, and one is for each month of the year. So I do that, and if you have a birthday that month, I will call you out and give you a special birthday message for that month. Things to be aware of, things to be looking forward to. And then on top of all of that, you have got some really amazing energy coming at you, because then I open up the floor and anything that you want to ask or anything that you want to know about is completely up to you. And it's just a small group. It's probably about 20 or 25 people. So that's really good. So Sherry, what does 2019 look like for me? Archangel Michael is the card I pulled for you. So what I want you to understand, Archangel Michael is stepping up to be your protector in 2019. And I wouldn't imagine that this is because you have a lot of bad stuff coming at you. I feel like it's some changes that are coming at you. And in the past, when you've hit changes, it's almost like a road bump. You hit it and you're like all over the place for a while. So this is a really good time to start stepping up in that energy and start getting a hold of what you really want out of your life, and ask Archangel Michael. He's with you already. So it's kind of like your friend's already with you. So ask them to take care of you. Ask him to protect you and move you through this energy quickly. So let's see, we've got a new one, Kelly. Anything for me? So Kelly, I need you to ask me a more specific question. That's kind of like too broad. Anything for me, it's one of those. Are you asking about 2019? Are you asking about family? Choose several categories. You can do 2019 career, 2019 love life, 2019 something else, but it's one of those. Be a little bit more clear and I'll get back to you in just a second. So Ayana, you are not too late. Just make sure that your question is really clear. Coming up in January. So is that what you're asking, Kelly, is about your 40th birthday coming up in January? What does that hold for you, or what does this new year hold for you? So make your question as clear as you possibly can. Hello, Miss Brooke, all the way from Georgia. I got some people far, far away. I've got someone else from Tennessee. I've got a couple of people that are from my groups out in Arizona. So I got some Arizona people. Let's see. I do feel like you'll get an offer from them, but I also get 2 offers. So have you put in with more than one department from the state of Texas? Because I feel like they'll come almost back to back to each other. I know the process getting on with the state is kind of crazy. It's a very long, drawn out process because of that. It's a very, very laboring process. But I do feel like you'll get 2 job offers from them. So really think about which one you really want to bring into your life and which one's going to be a much better match. Because I feel like the money's starting out is going to be very close to the same. It's not like one is a whole lot better than the other. So Kelly, 2019, career and financial health. No, Kelly, ask one. Okay, Kelly. As one question, you can ask for 2019 career, 2019 financial, 2019 health. You can ask another question another day. It's one of those, it takes too much time. I want to make sure that I get plenty of time for everybody. So, let's see. Oh, so Ivana did get, did you get both of them, Ivana? Did you get both offers from the Texas Department of Criminal Justice? Because I do feel like there's one that's a better match for you than the other. So I'll wait for her to. So wait for both job offers to come in before you respond to them, because they give you quite a couple of weeks for you to respond back to them. So hello, Miss Brooke. I hope you have a question. Oh. Okay, you did apply twice. That's why I get two. I get two. And I do feel like you'll get both of them. You're just going to have to pick and choose which one really you resonate with a little bit better than the other one. So you're going to have to really pick and choose with that. Oh, I had one, someone that couldn't make it and they wanted to get their question in early. So this is for Tony. Tony had a question that she's going to be going away this weekend with a friend, Robert, over the weekend. And so she's kind of was asking, how is that going to go, and kind of meeting his family. I do feel like it will be a different kind of experience. His family really gets along well, which will be kind of fun and exciting. There are some under ribbons of some old stuff in there. I think every family has that, so that's kind of normal. But I would say you're not really going to be affected by it. You may more notice it than really be affected by it. But I do feel like you are going to have a really good, fun time. And I do feel like this weekend with Robert is really going to show you where this relationship can go into, and where it will move forward into. And I do think that there are some changes in that area coming through. Okay, so Kelly is asking about her job. Thank you, Miss Kelly. I know it takes a little bit to get used to me. You'll get used to it. By next week, you'll be a professional. That's the way it is. So Kelly and job. Kelly and job. There we go. Finally. I finally got it. Okay. So, Kelly, your card is signs, and that means that there are signs around you that there are some changes coming in your job's description. If you don't already have some changes coming at you, it's going to be very, very soon. I would say probably in the next probably 15 to 20 days. So probably 2 weeks to 3 weeks, some changes coming at you in some changes in your career, in your job category. And it's one of those, I do feel like there are some major changes coming up in May and June, which are going to change some things. And this may be a small change, and then the one in May and June is going to be a little bit larger, a little bit more energy coming at you, and some new possibilities coming at you to change even more. So it may be like this one's going to be a small step, and then the next one is going to be a major step. Something like maybe 2 or 3 categories up where you are, or into a manager's position. So there are some changes that are coming in that area. So just know that they're coming at you. Hello, Miss Kristen. How are you doing? If you have a question, go ahead and post it. Brandy's on. How are you doing? Okay, so Diane asked me a question, a specific question. Be as clear as you possibly can. It's one of those, I like to give you something that you're looking for. So it's one of those, Diane, you can ask about 2019, your career, 2019, your job situation, 2019, your love life, financially. So make sure you ask one specific clear question, and I will get to you as soon as I can. Like I said, I've got several new things that are coming out. My tea is finally getting a little bit cooler. It was really hot earlier. So Same thing with Kristen and Brandy. If y'all want to ask a question, make sure you ask a very clear question, not open-ended, just give me a reading. It's one of those, I like to know where you want me to push my energy, and so I'm going to do that for you guys. So I like to push my energy into where you want me to answer, and then I'll use my cards and answer your question for you. Okay, so we've got some more coming up. Okay. I have another chance at a relationship with John. Diane, I kind of feel like there's not another opportunity for you to have a relationship with John. It's one of those, and I know this has been kind of a very, so many ups and downs in this relationships, back and forth, up and down, but I do feel like it's time to pack up and move on. It's one of those, this relationship has been stagnant for a long time. It's not really not been healthy for you. I know you really want a relationship, but this is just not the most healthy one for you. So I really apologize for that, but know that there's a better one coming in at you. Okay, Kristen. Okay, 2019 love life. Will this be the guy? Is this be the one? Actually, I'm getting a no. The one that you have currently, I do not get a good feeling with his energy. Let me see. This is not my regular deck, so it's not sliding the way I like it to. Maybe it's upside down. Okay, so. Okay, Kristen. Your card is manifestation. Oh, it's very glaring today. So what I get is, it's one of those, you are always, and it's for several of you if it's coming out this way, always willing to settle. You are always willing to settle for whatever guy comes down the track, and then you're kind of like, well, he's not exactly what I really, really wanted. It's kind of like Santa Claus brought me the wrong thing, but I'm going to fix it up. I'm going to paint it and shift it, and I'm going to move some things around, and I'm going to make him what I want. The thing is, though, is that it doesn't make him happy, and it doesn't make you happy. It's one of those, so really think about what kind of guy you would want to manifest. And I often tell people, almost like if we were in my house at the same time, sitting on the sofa, looking through a magazine together, and there was a jacket that we wanted to order, that if we called up the store and said, hey, I'm ready to order this jacket, they would have so many questions for us. What color do you want? What size do you want? That's the kind of questions you need to ask. It's one of those, an answer on the other side is, what kind of guy do I really want? What kind of energy do I want coming at you? And stop getting these fixer-upper guys. It doesn't mean that he's bad energy. He's just not good energy for you. The next person he gets with, it'll probably be perfect energy for him, and he'll marry down and have 50 million kids and have a great life. But with you, it would have been totally this incoherent jamming together of energy and always having to force it to happen. That's not what you really, really want. Okay. So, oh, sorry, Yvonne, I thought I pulled you a card. So, I'm glad I'm right, Diane. It's one of those, I'm glad you said it. I like to hear it. So, okay. So, Ivana, for you, I get the card, children. And it doesn't mean that there's children coming in or anything like that. What I get is your childlike innocence abounds so much. And it's one of those, it's something that is really important for you to understand. What's coming around you, but always look at it with your childlike innocence. And I do feel like you do have that energy coming across. It's one of those, that is one of your best qualities, is looking something in the eye and looking at it like a child and seeing what it can be and seeing how special that can be. Let's see, Kelly, my husband asked if you Okay, so Josh wants to know, too bad Josh can't join us. So let's see. So Josh wants to know about his job in 2019. He gets the card Ideas and Inspiration. Ideas and inspiration. So I would say for him, it's one of those, he can be a little bit on the negative side, especially when it comes to work. And I almost feel like he feels like he needs to settle for the sake of the family. And that's something that he shouldn't have to do. His job should still inspire him and still give him creative ideas and still nurture him in a lot of different ways. So I want him to understand it's one of those, he can still have his dream job and his dream life all at the same time. So I want you to understand that that's something that's already coming in at him. I do feel like for Josh, some big changes are coming at him, but not until March. I kind of feel like March is a good change month for him. And it's one of those are some big changes coming at him in his job and some things that he's going to have to really choose what he really wants. Tony, I already answered your question earlier. Sorry, I didn't realize you weren't on. Kristen, you will totally find the right guy, but you have got to get clear and you have got to stop trying to fix everybody. You fix everybody. You fix your family, your parents, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your neighbor, your neighbor's friend, your neighbor's next door neighbor, all this kind of stuff. Stop fixing people. If they have an issue in their life, it's because they brought it to themselves. It's one of those, I'm not saying you shouldn't step out in a time of need and help someone else. What I'm saying is if they're constantly having money problems, handing them a $100 bill is not going to fix their problem. If they're always having boyfriend crisis, it's because they're picking the wrong guy. Don't get involved with it. Let that part go. Stop trying to fix everything and you will find the right guy when you stop getting busy with everybody else's life and get very clear about what you want in the guy in your life. Get really, really, really clear and tell yourself, I can understand. I'm not saying don't settle at all. What I'm saying is if you settle like a little bit, that's okay. If you're settling a lot, that's already telling you, get the next guy. Don't wait for this to happen. And it's one of those, that's not a very healthy place for you to be in. Tony, if you listen to this later on Facebook, it'll give it your messages in the very beginning. Hello, Miss Megan. At the very beginning of it, I think probably in the first 5 or 6 minutes, so it's already online. If you're online and you have not asked one question, go ahead and ask your question. I'm doing an angel card reading tonight. So ask your question and I will be more than happy to answer one question from each of you. Make sure that it's clear. Okay. That's what I said, Kristen. You're always trying to fix everybody. So stop trying to fix everybody. It's not, because what it is you're trying to make someone into something, and this is for a lot of people out there, not just for Christians. So listen really carefully. This is because you can't fix someone else. Only they can fix themselves. And if they don't want to, they're going to do it for just a small period of time, and then they're going to remit back to what they really were. And it's not healthy for you, but it's really not healthy for them. So I want you to understand that's not something that's really important. And Megan, this kind of goes for you too. You're kind of a little bit of a fixer-upper along with Kristen. So stop trying to fix other people's issues, problems, what's going on with them. That's not part of what you're meant to do in this world. I'm not saying not help someone out. If it's once in a while, that's a great thing to do. But if it's an always problem, if someone's always late, you can't fix that because they don't want to fix it. If they had a flat tire one time, that's great. Fix them, help them. But if it's a constant thing, if they're always having problems with their boyfriend, if they're always having problems with their girlfriend, it's not going to help or fix anything. It's not going to help this situation. And Megan, you are not going to be alone. I feel like you are going to hit kind of a cycle of, where I call it a love cycle, where at a certain point you're going to fall more in love with someone, and it kind of starts out and it kind of goes up. and you're more likely to fall in love during this time frame. It opens up for you the middle to the end of February and ends the end of July. And so it's one of those, it's something that to be very cautious about. Don't waste your time on people that don't have the right energy, or don't even try to help or assist with other things, because you are the type of person that puts your heart and soul into everything that you do, and it wears you out really quickly. This is also a time that happens where you get a lot of energy vampires that come in at you, and they just wear you out and wear you down. If you need to set your own healthy boundaries in relationships. Okay, so Katie, I wouldn't say that that would be a healthy relationship with you, with your ex. And we're just answering these really quick because we're just about to get off. Kaylee, the other thing I would say for you is, not only do you feel completely numb, it's one of those, you're also suppressing your own psychic abilities. You've already got so many amazing psychic abilities online and ready to go, and you keep pushing them out of sight. So it's one of those, I would say one of the things that we need to do is schedule you for a cleansing here at my house in Sugar Land, and get you a cleanse so we can get all that extra energy off of you and start you nice out and fresh for 2019 and some major healthy energy for you. I thank y'all so much for joining us. We are just over time. I so much appreciate it. I will be on live next Thursday, which will be January 3rd. 2019. It's going to be an amazing time. We're going to be talking about more about the year and some changes that are coming at us. But I do have the New Year, New You group reading January 26th here in my home in Sugar Land. And then I've got 2 psychic classes that I'm teaching, one the weekday and one weeknight. So I hope y'all can join me then. And I love you guys. I hope to see you soon.